Cron Jobs can be a confusing concept to beginner developers out there, but it's actually quite simple. A cron job is a task or script that is performed at a certain time. This can be performed once or daily or monthly or even every hour. It's up to you. Basically, it's an automated task. A lot of servers come with cron jobs built in, and all you have to do is tell WordPress what script to execute and when to execute it. WordPress actually has a cron job task manager built in. We want to set up a cron job that will run once a day. This cron job will pick a random recipe and use it as the recipe of the day. We're going to actually schedule our cron job in the activation function. At the bottom of the function, call wp_schedule_event. I'll provide a link in the resource section of this lecture for this function. This function has 3 parameters. The first parameter is the first time this event will occur. We want this to run right away, so we'll pass in the current time. The second parameter is the recurrence. When will this function run again? We're actually given 3 recurrence options: hourly, twice daily, and daily. We want daily. You can actually set up your own recurrence, but we won't be covering that in this lecture. The last parameter is the hook that will be triggered. Notice that I say hook and not function. WordPress will create a custom action hook for you that you can then hook into yourself. Other plugins can also hook into this event as well. I'm going to call this hook r_daily_recipe_hook. WordPress will schedule this cron job upon activating the plugin. However, I do not want you to deactivate and reactivate the plugin just yet. We can now use this hook like any other action hook. Inside the plugin file, add our new custom hook, and the function we'll call is r_generate_daily_recipe. This hook is triggered once daily. WordPress will take care of checking the time and calling this hook. Next, let's create a file inside the includes folder called cron.php and define our function in here. Include this file from the main plugin file. This function will run once a day at the beginning of the day. WordPress cron jobs aren't perfect. Unlike regular cron jobs, WordPress cron jobs won't run exactly at the same time every day. WordPress depends on a user visiting the site to check for scheduled events. For example, our cron job will run once a day at the beginning of the day. Let's say we don't get any traffic at the beginning of that day. If the first visit is 4 hours after the beginning of that day, then our cron job will run at that time. This is very important to know. We're almost done. Cron jobs are actually managed by you, the developer. So, it's important to know how to manage all your cron jobs. Too many cron jobs could lead to slow performance. If we were to uninstall or deactivate our plugin, our cron job would still be active. We don't want this. We have to unschedule this cron job upon deactivation. There's a special hook called register_deactivation_hook. It works just like its opposite. We have to pass in the main plugin file followed by the name of the function to call upon deactivation. Let's create a file called deactivate.php inside the includes folder. This will contain our deactivation function. Include this file from the main plugin file. To unschedule an event, we use the wp_clear_scheduled_hook function. This function has one parameter, which is the name of the hook. In our case, this would be r_daily_recipe_hook. That's it. We can now safely deactivate and reactivate our plugin knowing that we'll only have one cron job running at a time. We can now begin generating a random recipe of the day.